the Norwegian Refugee Centre's media coordinator in Iraq, Peyre-Costa. Tom, you're very welcome to the programme. Now, locals have told us that the city is a ghost town, but you've been on the ground. Is Mosul returning to normal?
Well, clearly not. Mosul is not back to normal yet, and it will not be the case for years if reconstruction is not being scaled up. We are nearly 2 years after the city was retaken from Islamic State group, and hundreds of thousands of Iraqis are still displaced around the city and not able to go home for the simple reason that they don't have any home to go back to. To give you a concrete example, 9 hospitals out of 13 in Mosul are still damaged or destroyed, unable to deliver any kind of health support. There are still 4 million tons of rubble that needs to be cleared in the city. People clear their houses and rebuild with their bare hands, and they are exposed to unexploded bombs. We have seen many victims recently, so clearly the situation is not back to normal yet.
Can you describe the current level of aid, and is it enough?
Well, the humanitarian community is working on reconstruction. We have rebuilt hundreds of houses, schools. We have rehabilitated water infrastructures in the city. And we are supporting on a daily basis Iraqis in camps, still displaced, with essential humanitarian support. But this is clearly not enough. And if Iraqi authorities don't prioritize reconstruction efforts, people still displaced will not be able to return home anytime soon. The resources that have been allocated for the reconstruction of the city are not even a third of what is needed for just the year of 2019.
In your opinion, what can be done to accelerate Mosul's regeneration?
Well, with the support of the international community, reconstruction must be prioritized both at national level and local level. As I said, the government has allocated very little money for the reconstruction of the city, who has been destroyed up to 80%. But also at the local level, the authorities need to make sure that the money is well spent to avoid any mismanagement and corruption.
We've also heard, though, allegations that local authorities are stealing foreign funding meant for the rebuilding of the city. Have you seen any evidence of this?
Well, I can't really speculate on allegation of corruption, but what I can confirm is that Iraqis, displaced and returnees both, are clearly not getting enough support, both from the international community and the Iraqi authorities.
And as you've described, living conditions sounding very harsh, but do people at least feel safe from terrorist violence at the moment?
Well, across the country, violence is still a major concern, that's true. But what is also concerning is to see that nearly 2 years after the city was retaken from Islamic State group, Iraqis are still living and enduring winter conditions in camps or in the rubble of their house. That's also a major concern.
And the provincial governor as well said that people shouldn't be asking why reconstruction is slow. Instead, they should be asking why rush this. Do you agree with that?
Well, there is an urgent need to rebuild, and I'm going to tell you why. For the simple reason that the camps were not designed as permanent structures. The life expectancy of a tent is supposed to not exceed 6 months. And in some camps, they haven't been replaced for more than 2 years now. People are exposed to winter conditions and floods. We have big floods in Iraq, and even recently there's been many victims. So it is clearly urgent to rebuild.
And if we try and put a time frame on this, perhaps, when do you think Mosul will be back to normal?
Well, not anytime soon, unfortunately, if the reconstruction pace stays the same. The people from Mosul have been enduring life under Islamic State group for 3 years and their atrocities, but they are now suffering from the lack of the support, and this is clearly unacceptable.
We appreciate your thoughts on the situation. My guest, Norwegian Refugee Council's media coordinator in Iraq, Tom Peyre-Costa. Thank you very much.